What's up, peoples? People of New Jersey, people of America, people of Earth, people of whatever the name of this solar system is, people of the Milky Way galaxy. I guess it's just us, I don't know. How's it going, folks? What's going on? I am Ben Bailey, and this is Ben Bailey working from home. So thank you very much for staying in and tuning in. Hope you guys are doing all right. Hope you're keeping your asses clean. I think there's plenty of toilet paper. That started with the very first episode of this, but I'm keeping it going, man. I think pandemic or no, it's a good idea to keep a clean backside. It's just real live laughs in the room. It's just good. It's good practice for the real thing.
I'll say.
Keep a clean butt and clean underwear if you can. You never know when. I mean, people's moms, I guess, would always say that. Like, make sure you have a clean underwear on in case something happens. You're like, well, in case what? In case what happens? You know, something scary. Well, if something scary happens, I'm probably going to shit myself anyway. So come on, Ma. I don't think my mom ever said that. Told us to have clean underwear on. We just did. We knew. We better have clean underwear or else. A beating. Just kidding. Never were we beaten. We were spanked. Spanked as kids. It used to be like, pull over! Or don't make me pull this car over! And then eventually, if the car had to be pulled over, there were spankings were given out. Spankings at home were a different thing. If you're going to get spanked at home, it was like you just wait till your father gets home kind of thing. And you're like, oh, shit, that's hours. I'm just going to anticipate this thrashing until 7 p.m. And then he gets home and he's like, yeah, don't do that. And, and then he doesn't do it. But if you knew you were in for one, you would put on all of your underwear, every single pair of your underwear. Some of your sisters, some of your brothers, some of your cousins, whatever you could find, all the underwear that you could find, until your dad was like, went to spank you, and it was like, what do you have in there? Nothing, just everybody's underwear. Covered my ass because I knew you was going to smack me on the bottom. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. What a weird time. What a weird and wild, crazy time. And also terribly boring time to be. It's kind of weird that way. It's like crazy, amazing things, crazy, awful, and amazing things happening. And it's also like, well, there's the living room again. Same as it were yesteryear, and here I am, again as whale. It's a weird time. There's a lot of weird stuff going on, but I've been catching up with old friends. I hung out the other day with my oldest friend. He's 111. I read War and Peace aloud. He walked from the kitchen to the bathroom. In the same amount of time. It's cruel. Really, it's just a cruel joke about an old guy that walks really slow. But it's clever, so it seems more innocent and more fun than that. I'm like, yeah, I hung out with an old guy. He's really slow. I read a whole book. And he didn't even get to the bathroom. Do you get it? Do you get it? Yes, you do. I've been having these weird, I feel like with all the extra free time and the time that's just kind of, you're just like actually sitting and hanging out, which I don't do a whole ton of normally. Not that I'm doing a lot of it now. I'm working on a lot of stuff, but a lot of that's entertainment for y'all folks that's coming soon. But I find myself thinking of stuff that I had forgotten about, and that's kind of cool. Just remembering random things from your life. But here's a tip for you. Don't remember the bad ones. Like, if you can sort it somehow, whenever a shitty one comes in, just be like, no, that did not happen to me. Never happened. I'm okay. I'm okay, man. It's been a weird time, weird, wild time. I remembered one of the random things that came back to me is, just like weird stuff. Like, oh, remember that day on the subway? And I remembered one day I was on the subway, and I looked down at the seat next to me, and there was a fly sitting on the seat. In the subway, there's a fly next to me on the seat. And I just thought, you lazy little son of a bitch. You can fly? And you're riding the fucking subway? If you could fly, why would you commute any other way? Like, if you could just be like, you wouldn't be like, you know what, I think I'm going to catch the, no, I'm just going to jump on the one. Your friends are like, what are you, out of your mind? Just, we'll be home in like 30 seconds. We don't have to wait for anything. But he's like, no, I'm going to take the one. I feel like that's the, another one's like, you know what, I'm going to catch the ferry. You fucking, you lazy fly son of a butchkas. Fly! If you can fly, fly! That's the moral of today's program. If you can fly, fly! Don't take public transportation. Compared to your flight, it's horrible. It's terrible. Don't do it, man. A friend of mine, another comic, had a similar joke about a bird, as it turned out, so that one got chucked right out the window with the flies. Right out the window with the fucking flies, man. With the flies, I don't know what you guys have been doing today, man, but I have been roller skating. Yeah. Look out, Heather Graham. I'm the new fucking roller dude. I was going to say roller girl, but then I wimped out. I chickened out. I'm the new roller girl. I was like, wait a minute. I remember what she did. She wasn't known for her skating, that one. Wow, you nailed that one, Dave. What a perfect joke for a screamaroo.
Thanks,
From Cindy Lou Screamaroo, who's in the crowd every Wednesday and Sunday here. Here at the Bailey House, where we do the program from. Woo! There she was. Oh, who was that now? Now, who in the hell was that, boy? Get in here. Who the hell was that now? That's a good character when there's no real words. Hey, man, I used to do this character called Yeah No Guy, and everything he asked me, he'd be like, yeah, no. Like, you gonna go to the party? He'd be like, yeah, no. So are you going? No, yeah. Okay. No. So wait, I still don't know. Are you planning to? Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Nope. No, I'm not gonna. You bet. You betcha I am. Wouldn't miss it, except I'm gonna. I ain't going, I say. I tell ya. I've been telling you. I've been trying to tell you. Forever and ever. I like that one. Forever, and then also ever. Forever and ever. Forever and ever. And ever. How many are there? One of them covers all of time. How many can we have? You could say forever and ever. Forever and ever and ever. Ever and ever and ever and ever. And ever. And ever. And ever and ever. Forever and ever and ever. Don't worry, you guys, I'm annoying me too. At this point, I'm irritating myself. I'm like, why don't you shut up with that forever and ever stuff? But I get that stuff in my head. That's what I do in my head. I flip things around. I pronounce the wrong syllables in the most clever and annoying possible way to myself. Whenever I hear anything, I flip it around in my head. That's what I do.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Have you been in there? How do you know what I'm doing up in there?
I've been on this side long enough to know.
Because I say it. I know. Sometimes I say them out loud. But it's fun. It's a fun little thing to do. You can do it forever and ever. But some people probably won't like it. They'll probably be like, you know what? I wish you would, that forever endeavor thing you're doing? Could you never endeavor to do forever endeavor again? Holy shit, that turned into poetry. Let's be honest about what just happened here. That shit was beautiful. Fantastico. Fantastico. See, I just did it to that word that isn't even really a fucking word. I can't not do it. I have to do it. I can't not do it. It is impossible for me to not do it. To not do it. Oh, so fun. It's so fun. So fun. We put in a new fence, you guys, and the squirrels think that it's like an elevated highway. They're like, woohoo! They passed each other. There was a collision. They were both out of their cars. You guys are like, wait, cars? They have... Yep, I read your minds. You were thinking, wait a minute, squirrels driving on top of the fence in little cars? What else would they be driving in, folks? I did say driving, didn't I? What else do you drive? They're up there hitting golf balls? Come on, fuck you, that's ridiculous. Oh, I'm an idiot, and you guys like it, and that's fantastic. It's good for everyone. The crowd here in the house, loving this shit. For those of you just tuning in and you're like, oh, you're busted, dude. You're using canned laughs. Yeah, everybody knows. Shut up. Just enjoy the show. It's just for me, okay? It's not for you. It's for me, you motherfucker. Cheers, everybody. Oh yeah, that music means it's time for a cash cab drive-by. That's where I move a tiny little cab in front of the camera like a spaceship and everybody drinks. And also there's dancing. Cheers, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. No, thank you for tuning in and hanging out with us again, man. I am Ben Bailey, and this is Working From Home episode. Are you ready? Are you guys ready? I can't even believe it, man. It's 29. It's episode 29. It's not really a number that people make a big deal out of, and I was overly excited, and you know, I was like, oh my God, it's 29. I was thinking 30, like next week, which means Sunday night. We're going to go fucking nuts, man. 29 ain't shit, but 30? Boom! That is... glass ceilings broken. Which seems like a pretty probable fate for most glass ceilings. Well, I don't know. I'm better than floors, but... glass floors. People who live in glass houses can be seen when they're naked from the street. Isn't that what they always say? People who live in glass houses are fucking idiots. Why would you... Have you not heard of the Three Little Pigs? What the fuck? Glass? There's wood. There's mortar. Stone. No, pick the most breakable. Yeah. What should we build the house out of? I don't know, something see-through that shatters easily. We don't want to be safe, and we want no privacy. And we both, let's face it, we both really love to throw some fucking stones. So let's do it. Let's glass house it up. What sort of house would you like? A breakable one. We're throwing stones, you fool. We'd like to smash our house from the inside. We know we shouldn't. Everyone tells us we shouldn't. For years, the Andersons lived in a glass house, and they would throw stones constantly, and the neighbors would pop in and be like, hey, have you guys ever fucking heard? They wouldn't listen. They never listened, and then it all came crashing down. And then the big bad wolf came in and ate those motherfuckers. Thank you. Man, I love it when the crowd gets behind me. I mean, literally behind me. Like, go around to the back. I don't want you guys out here in the front where I can see you. Go behind me now! Move ye to behind me! in my mind. Right on camera for all the world to see. The man is falling apart. He's been mowing the lawn for months. Why do you cut everything except the lawn, which gets mowed? How did that start? Pretty sure what we're doing is cutting the grass. It's just being cut. It's not being mowed. Nothing else gets mowed. Not even a moat or a moped. Nothing that should get mowed gets mowed. Just the grass gets mowed. Well, I guess you cut the grass and you mow the lawn. And people who have a lawn, they have a different relationship with their lawn than people who cut the grass. Are you cutting your grass? No, boy. Mowing my lawn. Totally different. You cut your grass, I'll mow my lawn. The grass will always be greener over here. If you're looking from over there, that is. From over here, yours looks greener, of course. Fuck. Oh, thank God for this ridiculous show that we do. I feel like a person again. This show has been so much for us. It's been a reason to bathe. We didn't really need to bathe, now I think about it. You guys can't.
What,
wait, how many of you guys are watching this in smell-o-vision? Is this in Feel Around? And that's a movie quote for today.
Oh.
You do know that today's feature is presented in Feel Around. Yes. All right, everybody, let's say hello to Emma Gleason, the lovely and talented Emma Gleason. Here she is.
Hi, guys.
Yes, show her some love, people. Where are those hearts? I know there's a little bit of a delay, and it's Wednesday, and you guys, compared to the Sunday crowd, are like, hello, are you there? Is there anybody out there? What's with this Wednesday crowd? You come on Sunday nights too? I don't get it. I guess people are stingier with the hearts on Wednesdays. That's all I'm saying. It's hump day.
Oh, yeah.
It's hump day, so people are like, I need enough to get through the week. Here they come. Oh, yeah.
Instagram, Twitter.
Oh, yes. Oh.
Facebook. Awesome.
Thanks, guys. I hate to be a heart
YouTube,
whore, but I
it a
don't really. I'm
disadvantage?
happy to ask for them. I'm sorry, babe. I'm talking over you. I apologize. What were you saying?
That's all right. I was just saying YouTube is at a bit of a disadvantage with the hearts. They can't just like...
Oh, they don't have a clickety-clickety?
Yeah, they have to write out their hearts and then post
Oh, they have
them.
to type out heart.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And they do.
They do. That's fantastic.
Especially Wasted Lady. She's awesome. She's doing a great job over
Wasted
there.
Lady? That's her name?
Yeah.
Wow. Cheers, Wasted
Probably
Lady.
not her real name.
Well, depends what world you're in. It's all shifting. It's all going to be virtual pretty soon. I'm just kidding. As soon as I said it, some people would be like, wait a minute, what?
What?
Uh-oh. Did you hear what Bailey said? None of this is real, man. Still a strange world to be in out there. Still a little Twilight Zone-y. I'm not going out. Some people are going out. Some things are open. People are like, yeah, just venturing out. And I'm like, fuck that. Nope. I'm going to wait it out. Thank you very much. I advise you to do the same. Besides, if everybody goes back to their normal life, this show is kind of fucked. So we're just going to keep doing this, man. And we're going to keep telling you guys not to go out. You got to stay in with us Wednesdays and Sundays. But let's be safe about it. Let's not like run right back into it. Let's take it slow. Let's test the waters. Let's wait and see if all of a sudden he goes, oh shit, it's spiking again. You know? I don't want to be a part of that. I do want to go out and be social, which is a lot for me to say because
It is.
when I'm out on the road, I'm doing shows. I'm going to the theaters and to the clubs, you know, and doing the shows. And then after the shows, there's a lot of people that want to come over and say hello. So I'll come out and I'll say hello most of the time, you know, unless it's flu season or there's a pandemic or something. And so I do a lot of shaking of the hands and the photographs and such in a place. And so when I'm working, I'm in a place that is not the place that I live. I'm away from home. It's another much easier, more convenient way of saying that. And so I'm eating out, and I'm not. So like when I'm home, I just want to stay home, you know. And so for me to be like, I want to go out now, that's a big thing, because this is the longest that I have been without getting on an airplane in probably 20 years. And I've decided I'm never doing it again. I'm gonna get inside the plane from now on. It feels weird. I'm not gonna say that I miss it because it's fucking air travel, you know. There are, you know, it's not like, wow, I wish my sinuses were so dry that I couldn't see. I really miss that about flying. I miss drinking 4 gallons of water in 4 hours and being totally dehydrated at the end. I miss the smell of airplane food farts coming from everyone. I don't know if I miss any aspect of it. Part of what I hate about air travel is the noise of it all. Right? As soon as you get to the airport, there's lots of fucking noise. There's announcements being made. You're trying to talk? Yeah, I'm going to Cleveland. Yeah, I'm sorry, what'd you say, sir? I said I'm going. I said I'm going to Cleveland. And everybody's like, "Oh, okay, great. Bailey's going to Cleveland. Why don't you quit bragging about it?" The whole time you're in the airport, these people are being paged constantly. Flights are being canceled. People didn't show up. Where the fuck are you? If you're not on a plane that you're checked in, where are there's always 5 or 6 of them. Where the fuck are those people? They're paging them over and over and over. They know where everyone is that was on a plane and is going to get on another plane. Where are those people? They're in like the old smoker's booth. Fucking doors stuck and they're just dying in there with their face against the glass. Johnson, we can't get out of the smoker's room! And we love it! You're gonna miss your flight. Where the fuck are those people? And then the announcements on the flight. I'm sure plenty of comics have talked about the announcements on the flight. But to me, it's like, I don't want to be rude, but could you guys just not say anything? Here's the deal. We'll get in, we'll go to the seat that's in a row. It has a letter and a fucking number. We'll sit in that seat and shut the fuck up until the door opens. Everybody, everyone, just shut. Don't say anything that doesn't need to be said. They make a fucking announcement about everything. They make announcements about announcements. In a few minutes, we'll be announcing the beverage service. Well, why don't you just go ahead and fucking do it now? We've got a few minutes. We're not going anywhere. I tell you the weather at your destination, like your choices haven't already been made for that. What am I gonna go back and grab a sweater? Just fucking go. Just shut the door and get us the fuck out of this thing as quickly as possible. They're always super nice, you know. Okay, we're gonna be coming through the cabin with the beverage service. Again, just bring it. No one's gonna question you. Where they come marching in without announcing, you're like, whoa, 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 what is this? What the fuck is all this? It's a beverage service. Well, yeah, nobody said anything about a beverage service coming through here. You can't just march cold sodas up and down. You gotta let people know. Announcements. So many announcements. I'm like, quiet now, quiet. Everyone just quiet. So we can sleep. Meditate or whatever the fuck. Quietly. I guess I've made my point here with the air travel. Yeah, you guys get it. Cheers, folks. I've had a lot of adventures on planes. I've met a lot of people, nice, cool people traveling. I don't want to just complain about it. That is not what I mean to do. I don't even care anymore because I have noise-canceling headphones of all different shapes and sizes. Bluetooth, wired ones. I got one that has like a collar to connect to a collar, shooting Bluetooth signal through my entire fucking head the whole flight, and I'm like, this is better. Blue teeth are chewing at my brain, and it's better than... Okay. Fly the plane and bring the snacks. And save our lives if we needed to. Of course. Don't forget that little bit of your job. Cheers to the flight attendants. I'm not trying to shit on you guys. I am. It's not what I'm trying to do. I'm accidentally, you guys are collateral damage. Now, I've had some great flight attendants over the years. One guy recognized me. He was like, oh my God, it's the guy from Cash Cab. It's Ben Bailey. I love this guy. He made a whole big deal out of it. He kept bringing me extra shit, you know, and the guy who was sitting next to me was like, looking at me like, what the fuck? So he's getting jealous. The guy's getting jealous because I got extra garlic bread. I was getting good shit. And he kept asking me questions. Yeah, so how long have you been doing the show? Yeah. And he's like leaning on the other guy he's not acknowledging him at all. And then every time the flight attendant leaves, the guy looks at me, he's like, can you fucking believe this guy? I'm like, I know. It's terrible. It's terrible what's happening. It's even worse is how much I'm enjoying it personally. And I'm like, are you going to eat that? I took his fucking meatloaf right off his plate. I go, what are you going to do? Tell the flight attendant he fucking loves me. That didn't happen. That part didn't happen. But this part did. So toward the end of the meal, the guy next to me is getting fed up with it. And the flight attendant comes by and he grabs my plate and he goes, do you want some cheesecake? Would you like a piece of cheesecake? And I was like, I would love a piece of cheesecake, thanks. And the guy next to me goes, can I have a piece of cheesecake? And he goes, not until you finish your salad. Oh, I laughed. I laughed almost all the way to Cleveland. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but whenever I'm going somewhere in a joke, it's fucking Cleveland! Land of Cleves! One time I spent about 6 months in Europe, traveling around doing shows in Europe, and mostly in England, in the UK, and it was fucking awesome. I had such a great time. I can't wait until I can go back and do more shows over there. No one appreciates haughty wordplay more than the Brits. But I had a fucking great time over there. So I was taking the trains around, the tubes, and then actual trains, above ground trains that aren't in tubes, to get to a lot of these gigs. And headphones, much like on an airplane, were imperative. Like if you didn't want to overhear some gossip or, whatever, when you're traveling, you want to have headphones. So I get on a train one day. I'm going from London to Liverpool, and I realize I've forgotten my headphones. They're in a hotel room. I have a hotel room in London for the time, and I also get one in Liverpool that night for that show. So I could leave some stuff. I didn't have to take everything with me. So I left my headphones in the room, and I was like, "Oh, this is going to be brutal." And So I'm sitting there in the first 5 minutes. They come over. I have like a business class train ticket, and there's an announcement, and they're like, "Good afternoon and welcome. We'd just like to inform you that we'll be coming through the cabin with a beverage service. And if you could please move your arms and legs from the aisle because we'll be coming through the cabin with a beverage service." And I'm like, I hope that's the last of that. And then, like, I don't know, 3 to 5 minutes later, I was like, "May I have your attention, please? I'll let you know that we'll be coming through the cabin with the beverage service. We'll be coming through the cabin with the beverage service. Please move your arms and legs from the aisle because we'll be coming through the cabin with the beverage service." I'm just like, oh! Make it stop! They announced it several more times, and then, just when we were sure that it was all a bunch of fucking hype, they came through the cabin with a beverage service. Despite many, many announcements, someone behind me, a man, had failed to move his arms and legs from the aisle before they came through the cabin with the beverage service. Sure enough, as soon as they got past me, wham! Oh! 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 You've hit my leg! You've hit me in the leg! You smashed your car into my leg and it really hurt! I mean, they nailed him. I heard it. "Oh, you hit my leg with your car! You smashed the car into my leg!" And the girl's like, she goes, "We made the announcement several times that we'd be coming through the cabin with the beverage service." He was like, "But I was asleep. I was sleeping, and I didn't hear your announcement, and you've smashed me in the knee with your beverage service." And she was like, "Well, we made the announcement that we'd be coming through the cabin with the beverage service." I was like, "Well, I didn't hear your announcement about the beverage service because I was sleeping, and now you've smashed me in the leg." "Well, we made the announcement." I mean, they just, one would say the one thing, and the other guy would say the other thing. The guy would, they both kept saying the same thing like a dozen times. And I'm just sitting there like, oh, where are my headphones? Where are my fucking headphones? We made the announcement about the beverage service. Well, I didn't hear the announcement because I was sleeping and you smashed my leg down with your beverage service. Literally went on for like 3 minutes. Maybe more. And then another guy came in. All right, what's going on over here? And he was like, "They smashed into my leg with the breakfast service, with the beverage service." And she was like, "We made the announcement." I'm like, oh my God. They're doing it again. So I snuck up to the front of the train, and I came over and I was like, "I will be jumping from the train. I just want to let you all know that I'll be jumping from the train. If you could move your legs and your arms and your fucking mouths from the aisle, I will be jumping from the train. I made the announcement." Oh, I remember it like it was yesterday. Cheers, folks. Working from home, working from home. I was naked 41 minutes ago.
It's true.
Stella Artois is good beer, folks. Don't forget it. Emma Gleason, the lovely and talented Emma Gleason, putting up with this. I drag her down here by the hair every Wednesday and Sunday night.
I love that bit. I mean, story.
That story, I know you like that one. I remembered it, and I was like,
We're having fun over here. It's great, babe. That was hilarious.
That was like super extended bonus version too.
Yeah, I think that was the best I've ever heard it.
That's a real story. That really, you guys are like, yeah, no shit. We didn't think you made that up. It really happened, and it was hilarious. It was bloody, hilarious. Then I went to Liverpool, filled with Liverpudlians,
I was gonna say.
and I did a show, and it the Brits had just been knocked out of the. It was either the Euro Cup or the World Cup in the football, and it was a. It's like a funeral when if you're in a European country and they get knocked out of either of those tournaments in the footy, it's people are sad like a war began. Like it's like everyone's just so down, and everyone's like, "Don't mention the football. Whatever you do, don't mention the football." So I went right up and I mentioned the fucking football. But I slammed the other team, so it was okay. It worked out okay, you know what I mean? It was a rough situation to try to make people laugh, but I did what I did, and I came out okay. I took a chance, and it fucking paid off. That's what I'm saying, all right? That's all I'm saying. Babe, do we have a news item? Do you have a news item for tonight?
We do.
I just realized I've been rambling for 40 minutes.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about my high school teachers are probably like, yeah, that's him. I remember that kid. Never shuts up once you get him going. Now, a news item. Do we have an Eyewitness News Van theme song?
We do. And we actually have a... as usual, I was a bit late getting ready for this, and this news item picture was up on the screen when you came out. And I was like... And
oh, really? When I came into the room? I didn't see it.
It didn't reveal... No, it was up when the show started.
Oh.
and
people were like, what the...
Yeah,
are they doing a nature show now?
And it wasn't revealed until I brought down the open for the show.
And there was just penguins?
There was penguins.
That's awesome.
And then you emerging from behind the curtain.
I came out from behind the... Oh, it was like this.
Yeah.
Of course it was.
Yeah.
But I didn't see it somehow.
So
what was I doing that I didn't notice? You must have gotten rid of it pretty quick.
Making an entrance.
I was dancing and celebrating my
giant
life. Head.
High on life.
All right, so this is today's news item: is these penguins. So what is it? Batman auditions?
No.
The Oscars. They're all formally dressed. I heard a story once of a guy who played harmonica. He was working at the South Pole, and he was like stationed there, and he would go out and play his harmonica when it was like warm enough to go out, and he would have a crowd of penguins. They would come and gather around him while he played the harmonica.
That must have been so much fun.
And they were formally dressed. Like it felt like it was a real event. But so what's going on with these guys, with these completely flightless birds?
So I found a story today that said scientists have reported getting so high on the nitrous oxide emitted by penguin poo that it actually made them ill.
Okay, all right, hold on. I thought you were saying at first the penguins. I thought you were saying the penguins were getting high, and I was like, okay.
They might be. I don't know, but I would have to think they'd be a bit immune to it.
Scientists studying penguins are getting high from the penguin shit.
Yes, because it's emitting nitrous oxide.
Wow. So they could get dental work. Penguins and dentists could work together.
Right.
That is so crazy. Although, if you've ever been to a penguin exhibit at a zoo that needed to be cleaned, you could get high from that smell. That is a powerful fucking smell in there.
I've not ever gotten close to that, but I had to clean out the seal tanks. And sweep out all the seal poo when I was doing work experience at the Sydney Aquarium.
Sydney Aquarium. That's in Australia, everybody.
That was rough.
I bet that was rough.
Yeah, all fish diet.
All fish diet.
Yeah,
leads
so
to
they had tanks that they would sleep in overnight, and then they would get put out into the big area where they would swim around.
Oh, you had to clean out those tanks.
And they would drain the tanks, and then this other girl and I doing work experience there, or whatever work experience students were there that week.
Right, we're cleaning up seal shit.
We'd have to sweep the seal shit down to the drains and then hose it out. And
wow.
Was
that wasn't someone's regular job.
That
right?
was.
It's better that it changes hands, a job like that. If that's what you see every week after week, it's just a matter of time, folks.
They just do that to the kids that think they might want to be marine biologists when they grow
Yeah,
up
yeah, totally.
to turn them off it and thin out the herd. Because
I was going to be a marine biologist.
yeah,
Didn't happen. I went to school for it. That's how I chose where I was going to go to college, and I went to Old Dominion University in Virginia. But I changed from marine biology because I got a glimpse of it. We went out actually on the water with a little research vessel. We went and it was tiny and like I was just like, wow, this is this. And there was a marine biologist there who was kind of giving us a glimpse of what his life was like, and I was just like, I don't think I could spend so much time on one of these little boats, and that was a big part of what I wanted to do was be out on a boat and like in the water. I've always loved the water, but, so I bailed, and instead I have a fish tank. So I still get to be like a little bit of a reef geek. I would say I'm a bit of a reef geek.
yeah.
And I love that,
But yeah, being such a large man, I can't imagine that would be easy for you to.
I don't do super well on the boats. It's got to be a big boat, and even then.
Well, I changed my mind because the marine biologist that worked at the aquarium, we didn't see him the whole time. I think it was, so much so that I'm not sure if it was a man. Could have been a woman.
Right.
Anyway, they were in the office.
Leslie.
They were in
just a name that could be either, folks.
Yeah.
Don't read too much into anything. Sorry, go ahead.
That's all right. They were in an office the whole time. They were the one with the degree, and they were in an office, and we had the hands-on jobs, and we're doing things.
Right, and that's kind of the other side of it. Is like if you're not going to be out on the boat or out in the vessels or out in the world doing research, you're going to be in an office or in a lab,
right,
compiling data, and just like this is not the.
And yeah,
I realized it wasn't the kind of exciting. The part out on the boat would still have been exciting, but cramped quarters, not a lot of like great food to eat. I don't know. It just showed me that it probably wasn't right for me, and I think I chose wisely. That is also where I first did any public speaking at all.
Oh really?
Yeah, I took a public speaking course just because I needed like an elective to take, and I got an A+. A perfect grade. The teacher, she said, you have a knack for speaking to groups of people that I don't think you even knew you had. And I was like, nope, I didn't. I did a speech about drunk driving, and like crushed. There's like people were in tears. Let's go to ASMR for a second, babe. Do you have any vibe music over there? Let's step into a very easy, comfortable zone. Sit back and relax. Know that you are loved. I used to love whenever I was on a shoot when I'm filming anything. You know that you have the sound guys. He can hear everything that you do, or the sound gal.
Yeah.
Well, it's more often been a guy, the sound engineer, audio engineer, in my experience. But it's kind of funny because if you're friends with the sound person, you can just do like a little commentary for them while you're waiting around between shots. I remember I was doing like little war scenes, like just fucking with the audio guy, knowing he's like in the next room, hearing every little bit of everything that I'm doing. And after we're done, he's just like laughing hysterically. Had a great time. We had a fantastic time.
That's cool.
Yeah, I feel like we're missing some segments. I feel like we are needing to maybe get a little bit political.
Oh.
It's time to trumpet, everybody. It's time to trumpet.
Wow.
Oh, that's fun, man.
You keep surprising me with that. I never know what's going to come out every week.
Yeah, I don't either. It's like I'm making it up as I go along, just like the rest of the fucking show, isn't it? Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Let's do another drive-by. We did 2 last week, and I think we should do 2 again. Cheers, everybody. I hope you guys are still having a good time, man. I am loving this. I don't feel ready to go out and do shows live anywhere yet. I'm scheduled to do shows again in November. Starting in November, so I hope you guys can come out. The rest of the tour is pushed until, I think second half of January and February and March of 2021. New episodes of Cash Cab on Bravo in just over 90 minutes. So check those out.
Yeah, someone on Twitter has been asking when the trivia questions start. They start at 10:30 p.m.
10:30 p.m.
tonight.
That's right.
On Bravo.
Yep, that's when the trivia starts. When you see a taxi cab around me, that's when the trivia begins.
And if you've missed the new episodes from this season or last season, you can watch them on demand on Bravo on their app or just right there on the channel.
You can demand that shit.
Demand it.
Demand it.
You're right.
Give me my cash cab. I want my MTV. Give me my cash cab, motherfuckers. Yeah, new episodes of Cash Cab. Lots of fun stuff to watch on the YouTube channel, everybody, which is Ben Bailey Comedy. Ben Bailey Comedy. And there's lots of stuff on Facebook, too. Sorry, what were you going to say, babe?
No, keep going.
There's plenty of stuff for you guys to check out and enjoy. And this Sunday, we're going to premiere something else.
We are?
This past Sunday, yeah, we're premiering stuff on Facebook like every Sunday because now Facebook's got a video outlet that is much like a built-in YouTube on the Fatchabuka.
Oh, yeah, the Fatchabuka.
And so we're putting stuff up there, too. And we just premiered Bwam on there, which is Badly Written Action Man.
Yeah, we saw a bunch of you there. That was cool.
Yeah, man. And before that, we did Meet Me at Ray's, both short films. Bwam could turn into a series. I think it's likely. We are this close to a deal to make 10 more episodes of Bwam and sell action figures. It could still happen when the world comes back. But there's lots of good stuff to watch on Facebook now. There's lots of good stuff to watch on YouTube, including a few episodes of a web series called Stakeout that we made. We're going to premiere the next episode of Stakeout this Sunday night at 9 when we're done with our show. So
I love how I have to do this show to find out all this stuff.
Yeah, I'm announcing it to everyone.
A deal for Bwam? We're premiering.
I told you about the Bwam deal, I thought. I thought I did.
You told me like last week or the week before on this.
But I know that. I thought I told you. I thought I told you a long time ago. I thought I told you when it happened. I was like, hey, baby, we have a deal for Bwam. You're not going to believe it.
I did not hear about it in a private conversation. I would have remembered that.
Baby, you're not going to believe it. We got a deal for Bwam. I am telling you now. I am telling you now.
Okay, Ricky.
Okay, thanks. Hold on, everybody. I got a note for myself. Left myself a note in these pants last week. Usually it's not encouraging. It's like I tend to give myself a hard time, but...
Why would you do a thing like that?
This week is actually... Yep, it says go fuck yourself. Every week I get my hopes up, and then I shit on them myself. Every week means every show, by the way, people.
I'm going to have to sneak an affirmation in there or something.
Affirmations. We should do that. Affirmations. I am a good man.
You haven't done any movie quotes tonight.
We did one movie quote.
Oh, you did?
We
didn't look for the answers.
We didn't look for the answers.
Oh, jeez, Louise.
And now I don't even remember what it is. Like, I've talked about so much since then, and it's all been, like, right from the heart, and I don't even know what I was talking about, so I don't even remember what I was saying when I said a movie quote. I don't remember what it was even. Even I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know is what I'm saying. I don't know. Weird characters are born here every week, folks. And it's fun. I like to do it. I like to do it. For years, I was like, why don't people understand that I can do all these voices and characters and stuff? Mm-hmm. And then revelation, because I don't do them. You have to do them, so then the people will know. If you guys want to take a guess at the movie, Please take a guess at what movie it was. Or could we like look back?
I don't think I can scroll that far back on 4 platforms.
Oh,
and
Feel Around.
Figure
This,
out when.
be advised, this today's film is being shown in Feel Around. That's pretty obscure.
I don't think anyone got it, babe.
Okay, yep, nobody got that one.
All right. You got any others up your sleeve?
I like your hesitation about after up your.
I was going to say up
You got
your
any
pocket.
others up your arse?
I was going to say up your pocket.
Up my pocket? What kind of pockets do you guys have on the other side of the world?
I'm
You
tired.
put stuff up into your pocket. Those were the original pockets. You slid things into them upwards into the pockets. But shit kept falling out, and they were like, "We got to switch these up."
That's how things happen down under.
These
it's
in
all
Australia,
upside down.
pockets face down in Australia.
And we're like, why are you guys so keen on pockets? Shit just slides right out.
Yeah, like if you could go through the earth and come out there, then your pockets would be facing the wrong way. But if you go around the long way, then your pockets will be facing the right way when you get there. Feel Around. It's called the movie. The movie is called Kentucky Fried Movie. It's called Kentucky.
Oh.
Did somebody guess it?
Say that word
Someone did say
backward.
that?
I'm sorry that someone.
Sorry, someone. You just won 3 squares of toilet paper, which will not be sent
It's
to you.
hard when I don't know what the answer is.
If anybody can,
and there's all sorts of comments coming in, and
and then I just ramble for like 14 more minutes.
not that your comments aren't awesome, guys, but sometimes I don't understand them.
Oh yeah.
I don't always get the
no
context.
technical problems so far this episode. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Knock on wood.
Oh, geez
Now we're
Louise.
probably going to end up having some sort of a technical glitch. I feel like I shouldn't have mentioned that because
Oh, yeah, that's a problematic. Babe. Oh no, I think.
How can they applaud if there's no sound? The audio is supposed to be gone.
Sorry,
No, that's okay.
It was so good.
I'm like hinting. I'm like, yeah. Imagine we haven't had a technical problem. We haven't had a technical problem today.
I haven't had that one. For a while, so I was having a hard time finding that while I was also in the middle of finding you a question.
Oh yeah. Time for a question from a fan.
All right.
Not a fan question. We don't do those anymore. I used to be a fan expert. I would tell people how to put fans in windows, but that's not what we're doing anymore. This is a question from a fan.
All right. This question comes from Facebook.
A facebuca.
It's from Caitlin Kane.
Caitlin Kane. What's up, Kane? Citizen Kane, I address you. What is your question?
She says,
Rosebud! It's Rosebud! What does she say?
have you ever had to kick someone out of a cab?
Oh, out of the cab. I've had to kick people, for sure. Right in the butt. Right in the behind. Have I ever had to kick anyone out of the cab? Well, there have been people who it's a good question, first of all. Thank you, Caitlin Kane. There have been people who refused to get out of the cash cab. I think I might have told it on here, on this show, on this program.
I don't think you have.
But I know it's all jumbled in there because
I think I've heard
told
about
so many
this.
stories from the cab and interviews and stuff. But
Yeah.
one dude wouldn't get out. He lost and he would not get out, and he slid into the back seat. He was alone, and he moved into the back seat,
So
and he put on all the seatbelts.
he lost the game.
He lost the game, and I was like, strike 3. Sorry, dude. Out you go. Good luck. And he was like, I'm not fucking leaving. He was a little bit liquored up. I remember we were at the corner of like 7th and 14th, 7th Ave and 14th
Yeah.
Street, somewhere around there, or 23rd. Those are very similar, those spots. And he would not get out. And I was like, you got to get out, dude. You lost. And he's like, fuck that. I'm not leaving. And I'm like, dude, you have to get out. He's like, I'm not leaving. And he slid over and he moved into the back seat. and he put on the seatbelt for the middle seat that he was in, and then he took the shoulder ones and buckled. So he had 3 seatbelts on him, and he was like, "Hi," and he goes, "I'm not leaving," and I was like, "Okay," and then I got out. Like he somehow forgot like that I could just get out of the car. And he just, the look on his face was like, "Oh shit!" And then the security came in. They're like, "All right, buddy, let's go." It was pretty funny. He was pretty hammered, and I thought what he did was pretty fucking funny too. Like I wasn't mad.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not gonna fight with you over this, but
Why are you strapped into 3 seatbelts?
3 seatbelts. Like, yeah, all you have to do is push a button for each one. Like, no one's gonna come in and go, how are we gonna get this guy out? He's got all those seatbelts on. Yeah, there's a button release. It doesn't matter how many you put on. We'll just click them right off. They retract. They retract on their own. We don't even have to move them out of the way. That's not going to keep you in here, buddy. But hooray for your efforts. I applaud your efforts, sir.
That's good.
I think we've made it through another hour, babe.
We've done the time.
We've done the time, and we've raised $130 for No Kid Hungry.
Oh, that is awesome.
Schools still not. Well, some of them are done for the year now, but schools still closed. Those people still need help getting food. Those kids. So, thank you to the 4 people that made donations. $130 to.
Oh, that's huge.
That's huge. That literally is like several hundred meals are going to go to kids that need them. So thanks, guys, for that. Thanks for all of that.
Happy.
Thanks for watching this while we've been doing this through this whole crazy period. I'm Ben Bailey. This is Working From Home, episode 29. We'll see you guys on Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. It's time to juggle some fucking chickens.